Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back. I'm coming to you today from the Camp Lakeview zip line, but I'm gonna give you a ride that you've never experienced before, take you somewhere where you've never been. So we are going to be going up to the top of the telephone poles at the bottom of the line there. All right, so we're down at the base of the pole here and talk through some of the equipment that I'll be using here. This is probably a little fancier harness than what you guys are used to seeing out here on the high ropes course. This we have for us to do all of our inspections and work on the course. It's a little bit more substantial of a harness, a lot more comfortable when you're hanging from it for long periods of time or having to work up in the trees. So we've got all kinds of different connection points here. This here is a steel core lanyard, and it has a nice little pressic loop here so it can change the length of this. And what this does works really nice. We can throw it around the pole, hook it into our harness here, and then we can just stand and hang there from the poles. Normally with our inspections, each of our trees has this P-cord here that runs up to the top, and we're able to use it to pull a climbing rope up to the top, and then we can have somebody belay us up. It's a lot easier to climb that way. We don't have to worry about attaching ourselves as we climb up. But for some reason, this P-cord is stuck up there, so we can't get the rope pulled up. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start climbing here.
Dave said I'm not here, but that's a lie. I'm here making sure the old man doesn't hurt himself. He hasn't done this for a while. I think he's stuck.
All right, guys, welcome to the top of the zipline poles here. We've got this beautiful view from up here. We aren't quite above the treetops yet. That's why it's kind of nice to get up here at this time where we can see through the leaves. Show you the cabin area. All the cables up here. Hey Danny, give us a wave. Alright, looking down here, way down to the ground there. Pretty decent ways up here. These telephone poles down here at the bottom of the zip line are 55 feet tall. These poles have over 7.5 feet in the ground, so that's how deep they're buried. And then they have these guy wires here that go down to the ground there to anchor them. If we look at this zipline cable coming up here, this is a 3/8 inch 7x19 galvanized aircraft cable. That 7x19 means that there's, if you see here, there is 7 of these strands here, and each of those strands have 19 cords in them. Let's see if I can get that zoomed in there. So that's where the 7x19 comes from. That cable, I believe the breaking strength on it is close to 18,000 pounds. These brass or copper ferrules here is what clamps that cable together, keeps it held tight. Only one of those is required to get the same strength as the cable itself, but as a backup you have 2 of them on there. And then as we look at how it's attached to the pole here, you've got this rapid link here, this steel rapid link that is attached to a bolt that runs all the way through the tree. Since we're able to get up here and inspect all of this stuff, you know, we're able to get up here and make sure this hasn't come loose at all, that it's all connected well. The one thing we can't inspect is the bolt as it goes through the wood here. So the thing that we have there is this cable that runs around the pole and attaches to that rapid link, and that is a backup loop, a backup cable. And so if something were to be happening with this galvanized bolt that's running through the post, this backup loop would be the fail-safe then, if something were to happen to that bolt. So what you can see here, normally we have this rope that runs up through this rapid link, and you can see it's kind of got bound up between the different cable pieces here, and that's why we're not able to pull that climbing rope up through it. So I'm going to get that fixed, and then I will rappel myself back down. This I talked about this lanyard here. This is a steel wire lanyard, and what that allows us to do is I've actually been trained to climb up in trees and use a chainsaw to do tree trimming and get branches down and lower them safely and stuff like that if they're over the top of cabins. And so the nice thing about this, with the wire rope in there, it's got a 1/4-inch steel cable, so it's not gonna you know, what it's going to protect against is if you have, you know, your chainsaw up here and you accidentally, you know, hit it, it's not going to go right through it like a rope may. What hurts more than anything when you're having to hang up here is your feet. These are the staples, we call them, that go into the pole to allow us to climb on, and that's what I'm standing on down there. But really have all my weight on that one foot, and so you know, the bottom of your feet start to get sore, and so you try and just keep shifting your weight, your position to be able to get some comfort there. All right, so I got a new setup up here. I got these backup loops adjusted right on the back side of that barrel of the rapid link. Got a new rapid link sitting here that the rope's attached to, and that is what we will hang from as we are climbing and be our new anchor point for inspections and everything. Good view of the horses out there. Let's see if I can zoom in some. Got somebody from Lutheran Lake here that came to visit the horses, see if they notice me up here or not. Usually stay pretty hidden up here. Alright, coming at you from the top of the pole here one last time. Now that I got my rope here, I'm going to be setting up a rappel system so that I can just rappel down the pole here and not have to climb down. It's a lot quicker to get down. And then we'll replace this climbing rope with the P-cord and be ready to use it next time. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the ground. All right, guys, back on the ground. I hope you enjoyed that opportunity to go someplace where you've never been. Anyways, look forward to talking to you next week, and can't wait to see you at camp. Thanks, and have a blessed day.
Know what they say, what goes up must come down.